Liverpool are back in action this weekend after an unusual week off against Brighton down on the south coast. In today's video, we'll go over all the latest Liverpool news from the last 24 hours that includes a massive transfer U-turn. There is so much to cover in today's video. And hello everybody, welcome back to the channel guys, I hope you're all well. Before we do get into today's video, as always, please do smash that like button and subscribe to the channel for daily Liverpool content. Liverpool will play Championship side Norwich City in the FA Cup after the Canaries saw off Bristol Rovers in the third round replay on Wednesday night. It means a reunion for Jurgen Klopp and David Wagner at Anfield a week on Sunday. Anfield will host the tie on Sunday, January 28th with the 2:30 PM kickoff broadcast on ITV in the UK. Norwich are currently 11th in the Championship, but results have been improving as of late, drawing with Southampton and beating Hull City since the turn of the year. Jonathan Rowe is their top goal scorer, enjoying a breakthrough season in which the 20-year-old has been linked with Tottenham and Aston Villa. Also in Wagner's squad are the likes of Ashley Barnes, Shane Duffy and Ben Gibson, who all have previous Premier League experience. Liverpool's recent record against Norwich is very favourable, with Klopp winning all 7 of his games against the Canaries since taking charge in 2015. That includes the 2-1 win in the 5th round of the FA Cup on the way to lifting the trophy in 2022. The tie arrives 3 days before Chelsea's visit to Anfield in the Premier League on January 31st. Just a quick one guys, we do have Liverpool t-shirts available on our website, so do browse the collection by going to copyclothing.com or going down into the link in the description. We also offer free UK shipping on all orders. Let's get back into the video. Dominic Sosla remains a doubt for Liverpool's trip to Bournemouth on Sunday, with the midfielder not a part of the return to training in the midweek. Sosla has been out since the 4-2 win over Newcastle on New Year's Day, missing the last 2 games for Liverpool due to a hamstring problem. There had been hope that the Hungary captain would return to fitness after a winter break that saw Klopp and his players take 6 days off. But having told Namanzi Sport last week that we don't want to rush anything, Sosla appeared to miss training on Wednesday. A smaller than usual squad was put through their paces at the AXA training centre, with Sosla one of 10 players currently out through injury or international duty. Andy Robertson joined his teammates in the gym as he nears a return following a shoulder surgery, but there is no indication that he has resumed contact training. Klopp and his staff called upon a young contingent including starters Jarell Quansah and Connor Bradley, with Bobby Clark, Katie Jordan, James McConnell, Callum Scanlon and Lewis Thomas all involved too. There were also rare appearances for winger Trent Condoherty and goalkeeper Cornel Miscua. Condoherty joined senior forwards Darwin Núñez, Diego Jota, Luis Diaz and Cody Gakpo in the absence of Mohamed Salah. Miscua worked alongside the regular goalkeeping group of Alisson and Kelleher, Adrian and Fabian Rosak. Virgil van Dijk, Curtis Jones, Alexis McAllister, Ibrahima Konate, Harvey Elliott, Ryan Gravenberch and Joe Gomez also trained along with the pair of Nat Phillips and Owen Backe. Though Liverpool recalled left-back Owen Backe from a successful loan at Dundee to rejoin the first-team squad, the youngster could still leave again this month in a massive transfer U-turn. There was some surprise when Backe was recalled from his time in Scotland, having enjoyed a blossoming start to life on loan with Dundee. Amid injuries to Andy Robertson and Kostas Tsimikas though, the decision was made for the 21-year-old to return as a part of Jurgen Klopp's first-team squad. But so far, Backe has only made the bench for 1 of a possible 3 games since rejoining Liverpool, failing to make it onto the pitch in the Carabao Cup clash against Fulham. His recall saw inquiries made by both Celtic and Rangers, but the Glasgow clubs were both rebuffed, with Backe required as cover for Joe Gomez. With Robertson and Tsimikas nearing their comebacks though, there is still a chance that the Welshman is allowed to depart again this January. According to Football London, Celtic are still keen on a transfer, having monitored his progress since around October as he made a bright start with Dundee. The Athletic had previously reported that Celtic wanted Backe on a permanent transfer to bolster Brendan Rodgers' left-hand side. Any deal will need to wait until later in the transfer window, however, as Klopp wants to keep a hold of the player while he's short. If progress continues with his 2 specialist senior left-backs as expected, the Liverpool manager would almost certainly be open to another move for Backe. Whether that will see Liverpool agree a sale though remains to be seen, with it explained that a loan to an English club may be preferred. There is still plenty of time for things to change, and if Backe makes a first-team appearance for the Reds between now and the end of January, he will then be ineligible to play for a third club this season. Since his breakthrough into Liverpool's first team, there has been debate over Stephan Bashi's long-term role, but Jurgen Klopp may have already given it away. Though Backe has barely featured for Liverpool in the past 9 months, there remain high hopes for the versatile Spaniard in the future. Having arrived from Celta Vigo as an aspiring centre-back, he was quickly moved into the midfield in the Reds Academy, which has been where he has largely played for the first team. Bar a brief foray in the hybrid right-back role before another injury stopped his progress this season, Backe has mostly played as a number 8 under Jurgen Klopp. But in a passage in Pep Lijnders' book, Intensity Inside Liverpool FC, Klopp's assistant manager recalled the manager's early verdict. "We have this Stephan Bashi, Victor told me." He wrote of the meeting of Liverpool's elite development coach Victor Mattis in early 2022. "He is good. Pep, have a close look. He plays with intelligence and insight in front of our defence during training. He normally played in the back line for the under-18s, but Jurgen immediately said he could reach the number 6 for us. I was so happy because we searched for a while for the talented number 6. Hopefully he can fill this position one day." Backe has been signed on the eve of Brexit in December 2020 as the club's final signing before new laws came in preventing arrivals under the age of 18 from overseas. It took just over a year then for him to land on the first team radar, and his competitive debut eventually came in August 2022. He now has 21 appearances to his name, and it would seem as though there are plans for him to settle into the number 6 role moving forward. If he does, his flexibility could suggest a long-term vision for the deep-lying midfielder to play similar to how Alexis McAllister currently operates rather than a traditional destroyer. There should be no concern over his current fitness issue, as they can be attributed to the natural growth of his body as a player who only turned 19 in October. And there should be no concern over his value to Liverpool, as the impression he made on Klopp and Lijnders 2 years ago is clearly stuck. You only get 7 seconds to make a first impression on whether people feel positively or negatively about you, Lijnders continued. But as a footballer, it's probably 70 minutes, so it was definitely a case of well done, Stephan. Liverpool fans, what are your thoughts on Owen Backe potentially heading back out of the door this January transfer window? Are you for or against it? Yes or no? Let me know down there in the comment section below. That brings us to the end of today's video. As always, please do smash that like button and subscribe to the channel for daily Liverpool content. Thank you, and I'll see you all next time. Take care. Push.